All right, so that was our first series. Now we're going into week 3. Mutallica versus team name didn't make. And, ooh. All right. Let's get into the first game is going to be SHimmer versus bete. A ZVT. Another ZVT. All right. All right, and our first map is going to be Deja Vu. It's like we've been here before. We've been here like so many times this past weekend. But here we are again. All right. Our other 4-player map. This one's not quite as flat. A little bit more topography in the middle. I know that this is an elevation change here. I'm not sure about this area here. I don't know if that's all flat and it's just different terrain or if that's an actual elevation change as well. But, you know, we also have the typical elevation change going into the natural. And we have another, we have a kind of a narrow bridge here going into the third. And we have a little narrow choke point going here into the third as well. So, some kind of... Actually, this is a pretty defensible third base. This is one of the more... I would say this is one of the more defensible thirds I've seen. Especially if you're doing mobile army builds. Which 2 of the 3 races are mobile armies. So, you know, if you're doing a mobile army build, you know, if you hold here, you protect this, you protect the enemy from coming down here into your third, crossing the bridge. So this right here is a very good position for a mobile army. And this is a nice defensible third here. So this is one of the, I would say one of the better thirds this season. One of the better natural third bases. But otherwise a very, you know, kind of 12 base, 4-player map. Very much like a compact fighting spirit in a lot of ways. And yeah, a nice open middle. All right, here we go. Okay, in the top right are MikTerran. It is bete playing on Deja Vu. Our blue Zerg. It is Lt.Shaftoe in the bottom right. Bete, a very active player in CPL and, to my knowledge anyway, on ladder. And Shaftoe, a very new player, has been showing. I actually haven't casted any Shaftoe games this season, so this is the first one I've casted of theirs this season. But overall, a very, you know, I like Shaftoe's growth, and I like the rate at which Shaftoe is growing. So yeah, we'll see how this game goes. Very excited. I'm liking what I've seen out of both of these players, as is the case in many of the games I cast. So Shaftoe is cross-spawn scouting first with their first Overlord, and is going to, it looks like, go for a hatch first, and is going to scout directly above here with their drone. Yeah, so the drone is going up here to scout. Shu is going to get the first scout out of all of this. And Beta just sent an SCV out to scout. I feel like that maybe that was a little late, but no biggie. 12, 13, right? So definitely seeing what's going on, seeing that it's a barracks. Beta seeing the gonna eventually see the hatch first here. So if you get the first scout and you see a hatchery building and you see a spawning pool not done, you know for sure it's a hatch first, because the spawning pool in this build starts pretty late. Well, in comparison to other Zerg openers, it starts pretty late. And a macro hatch going down, very nice. I can't tell if this is, it looks like this is an 18cc. So second rack's going down, and then should be seeing a refinery. Momentarily. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the refinery. And then next up we should be seeing an academy. A nice defensible bunker. Shu, of course, getting across the map. Just kind of getting an idea of the opponent's choke point. Academy is now going down for Beta. And we just have, it looks like we're just going to be cranking out Marines and SCVs. Spire is starting. Feels like a pretty fast Spire at 4:45, but that could just be me. It feels a little fast. It feels like, I think, about 15 seconds fast. And we have a little, we have a push coming out of here. I don't know if Shu has read this, and I don't know if Shu has enough to defend this. There are no sunkens up. So this might actually end the game here. Very good play and very good game sense from Beta. I love just the execution here. It looks like this does get here before any sunkens get up, unfortunately, for the Zerg. GG. Terran takes game one. Excellent. Nice push. Totally was exactly what game one needed. So very good. Very well done. All right. Eclipse. Ah, yes. Eclipse is a relatively new map. We haven't casted a whole lot of yet. It is everybody's favorite two-player map. Artosis especially. I would say the upper end of this is probably the lower end of tier 3 is probably sub 1000 MMR, and the upper end of tier 3 is probably like low to mid E rank. So I would say this tier is anywhere from solid F to low to mid E rank, I would say. Approximately. Yeah, 1400. 1400 is like kind of mid E rank, low mid. 1250 is like right at the FE cusp. Yeah. And this is I mean, like I said, there are definitely tier 3 players who are like sub 1000 MMR. The really new ones can be like sub 1000 MMR, but the more cohesive tier 3 players, I would say, are like probably low E rank. Anyway, this is Artosis' favorite map. And it's a nice classic 2-player map. It's a cross spawn, but it does have some really interesting attack features. We have two high ground we have two hills here that are kind of good points to stage an army and try to control the map. I've played games where we literally like fight on these hills the whole game, and can be some fun interactions with that. But the thing about Eclipse that makes Eclipse kind of tricky with putting all of your army on the hill is these other alternate attack paths around the high ground. If you have all of your army staged here or here, your opponent can just send a force around the hills and go straight into your natural, right? Just send around the hills and go straight in here. So these kind of multiple attack paths in the middle are one of the things that makes this map kind of tricky to engage in. We also have very asymmetrical base layout. If you go follow along the side of the map, right? The bottom right has 4 bases on the right. The bottom left has 4 bases on the left side of the map. Top right has 3 bases on the right side of the map. And bottom. The bottom doesn't really have any clear good bottom bases, whereas the top right has some clear top bases. So also kind of asymmetrical base layout. But one nice thing about this map is that a lot of these bases are like, this base is tucked away on a nice high ground. This is a nice defensible base. This third is, this one is, this one is. So a lot of cannons, Templar, Reaver, tanks, lurkers, sunken colonies. These are very nice. A lot of these bases are nice and defensible. So a few kind of just things to note about this map. Can be a potentially interesting map. Some really neat potential curveballs built in, but a very I actually like Eclipse. I think it's a very dynamic map with a lot that can happen. All right. In the top right, our red Zerg. It is Lavender Shoe. And in the bottom left, our blue Terran. It is Beta. Yeah, F rank is, someone in the chat made the comment that like FE rank is like Smurf hell. they're both in their own unique way hell. Okay, I've spent a long time in F rank hell, and it felt really good to finally break out of F rank hell. But let me tell you, E rank is its own hell. That's also tough to break out of. So, especially when you're new and learning, they're both pretty rough. And I'm told it doesn't get any better. In fact, if anything, I'm told it gets worse. You know, I've heard of, like, oh, once you get up to I would say it's tough to break out of E rank. So F rank is tough to break out of because of the Smurfs. E rank is tough to break out of because there's such a variety of skill set in E rank. And E rank is where you start to get people who legit aren't Smurfs, but they're pretty good and they've been playing a long time. So there's just you know, you have players who have really good macro and who have some passable micro in E rank. And then you have your usual Smurfs, right? So, and the players that have really solid macro in E rank and okay micro are like, they're mixed in there, you know? So there are some legit, you know, I would say decent low-level players in E rank. F rank is Smurf City. It's like everyone's either a Smurf or they don't know how to play the game in F rank. There's no middle ground. Well, it's kind of hell because the Smurfs are mixed in with the legit players. And it's hard to know who is who. You know, and it's a best of one. That's the other thing about ladder that you got to think about. Ladder is a best of one, so there's crazy, ridiculous bullshit that can fly on ladder that can't fly in a best of three. So yeah, you see some really wacky plays on ladder as well. Yeah. It's I would say it's more frustrating if you're learning the game than it is fun. If you've been playing the game a long time and you just don't care, then yeah, it's fun. But if you're actually trying to learn the game, it's more frustrating than fun. Ladder is not a good place to learn. Well, okay, I take that back. Ladder is not a good place to learn the fundamentals of the game. I would say in F rank, the Smurf percentage is probably 50-60%, and maybe higher, maybe like 70%. There's a lot of them in F rank. E rank, I would say the Smurf percentage is probably, at least in my experience anyway, it's more like 25-30% in E rank. There's still enough in E rank for it to be a headache, but it's not nearly as bad. Okay, so I really like how beta has just been kind of really aggressive with these vultures. I would definitely buy the game. I would buy it. What I would buy it for, though, is I would buy it for CPL. CPL is a much better learning environment than ladder is. So I would buy the game and play CPL. And there's plenty of resources online of like how to macro and how to do some basic skills. Definitely study those and practice that, and try to get some of your fundamentals down before hitting the ladder. So I would say I would advise it buying the game. I would just be very I would just be very cautious and have your expectations tempered if you want a ladder. You know, it's going to be more frustrating than not. No, CPL doesn't really have Smurfs because we try to pair each other with similar skilled players. We have, in some of these tiers, we have players who are like maybe slightly better in skill, but at the very least, it's still a great learning experience. Like, I think beta is like probably what, like a 1400 MMR player, 1300, and Shu is like probably 1000 MMR. So even though, like, I mean, you're seeing the way Shu is playing, this is still really good, you know, and at the very least, this is a great learning experience for both players. So these games that we're casting are CPL. It's called the Coach-Pupil League, and we have our own Discord server, and we are dedicated to learning Starcraft at all levels. All levels. I mean, you know, from 1000 MMR to 2000 MMR, CPL is here for everybody to get better. That's what's so great about this league. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. That was my mouse. Man, these... Oh, wow. I didn't realize Goliath shredded Lings so much. That's insane. But we do have mutas. Shu is kind of countering with hitting the worker line of the Terran. Terran, meanwhile, is looking to go across the map with their Goliaths. I don't know. Is this going to be a base trade here? I mean, look at the spread. So the micro definitely isn't there, but wow, look at that worker count. And meanwhile, this is enough Goliaths, it looks like, to bust this third. But what is... so Shu has Mutalisks being built. Ooh, I don't know. These are good anti-air units. And they have their range upgrade. GG. Yeah, that was kind of that was kind of rough. I didn't realize Goliaths were so damn good. Well, Terran, it looks like just went that game. In fact, we'll go back into this. It looks like Terran just went into like kind of a factory play. I was kind of busy talking about CPL and stuff to really go over that. I wonder if I should recast that. Nah, we'll go over it. Anyway. Yeah, that was a great build. I think that was a factory build, a Goliath build, so that was really good. I didn't realize... I knew they were great against mutas, but I didn't realize they were that strong against Zerglings too. Oh, well, Zerg was... I did see a den before he tapped out, so the Zerg was definitely trying to make Hydras, but maybe the mechanics aren't really there yet to map out the game. So probably a skill check as well as a knowledge check. Yeah, Mutas versus Goliaths. Like that build is designed to counter Goliaths. That's awesome. I love how like my chat is co-casting with me. That is wicked. I love this. Thank you guys for being here and participating. All right. Next series, we're gonna go into Shaftoe versus SHimmer. Protoss versus Protoss. Okay, here we go. Game 1, Deja Vu. All right, in the top right are blue Protoss. It is Shaftoe, and in the bottom left are red Protoss. It is SHimmer. Both tier 3 legends in their own right. SHimmer, long time. Actually, well, both of them have been active in a few CPLs. But SHimmer, I'm told, is a pretty active ladder player. Like hundreds of games on ladder active. Nuke Bear, thank you for the follow. And Corvo and Nuke Bear, and also I believe Dada was in here earlier. Thank you all for showing up and chatting with us today. Alright, the 10 Scout is out. Both players going into a very normal gateway and then assimilator. Shaftoe maybe slightly early with the 11 gas, but not the end of the world. And certainly things can happen with an 11 gas. It's not standard, but it's definitely viable. Both players going for that core, 13 core, 14 zealot opener. Oh, actually, is that a zealot core zealot opener out of SHimmer? I think SHimmer is a zealot. Oh, Shaftoe is just going straight into goons, and SHimmer it looks like is doing zealot core zealot. I see it. The timings and the build order kind of corrected themselves. Both players starting range at about the same time, and both players starting their first goon at about the same time. And SHimmer, of course, sending their first 2 zealots across the map. See, no zealot. The goon isn't even done yet. Why not send stuff across? Once these get here, actually really once the goon gets there, if these zealots can keep the goon occupied or even kill it, it's really going to be, I feel like, game. So I like how he's forcing this goon to macro. I'm sorry, forcing this goon to micro. While the other goon is almost there. More than 50% of the way there. And looks like Shaftoe pulling probes. Oh, second goon comes out. First goon is about to drop. And there is a whole goon arriving. Oh my gosh. Oh, he pulled the second goon. He pulled that back. Oh. Shaftoe taps out. SHimmer takes game 1. Dude, that's a deal, man. I grew up playing this game. Like, if you could get this game at 50% off, that's a bargain. Very decisive game 1 out of SHimmer. We'll see what happens with game 2. Okay. On Eclipse, in the top right, it is our blue Protoss, Shaftoe. And in the bottom left, our red Protoss. Almost said Zerg, but caught myself. Our red Protoss, it is SHimmer. Yeah, I would say that generally building a goon with no zealot in PvP is a risk. And that was a risk that SHimmer certainly exploited. He sent his probe into the base, kind of scouted what was going on, got enough intel that, you know, hey, my opponent doesn't have a zealot when I have one, so I can just send him across. So very very good kind of decision making there from SHimmer. PvP is a very, I don't know, a lot of people hate PvP, but I actually think it's one of the more like interesting matchups once you start learning how the race works. It's kind of like how TVT can be kind of interesting. So both players, it looks like, are going to go for the 10-12 2-gate, I would think. Yeah, I don't see a gas being built on 12. Oh, wait, no. Okay, my bad. So SHimmer is going for the 10-12 2-gate. And, sorry, Shaftoe is going for the 10-12, and SHimmer is just going for the Zealot Core Zealot again. So against Shaftoe's opening, SHimmer should be pretty... I mean, Shaftoe should be definitely in a better spot, I would say. And SHimmer should be okay. He should be able to survive it. 2-gate and Zealot Core Zealot are both very competitive with each other. Protoss, when you have two Protoss, when you have a PvP and both players are 2-gating, it's very similar game dynamics as when you have two Terrans that are opening Vulture. in terms of like who gets the advantage when. They're very similar game dynamics. Which is what I find really interesting about both mirror matchups. SHimmer, of course, building their second gate right away. And just holding the ramp. I think ideally, having these two zealots like kind of here and here, having them here and here, maybe having a probe here with them would be ideal, but it's okay. Oh. Well, okay, they just walk right up the ramp. So we're going to kind of pull and drill probes and maybe confuse the zealots a little bit. I like the... Oh my god, I like this play. Nice hold from SHimmer. We have more zealots coming down, but our red Protoss is not phased. This is plenty of zealots, and we have a goon, and we have great economy. Nice hold from SHimmer. There is going to be no more 2-gate. Oh my goodness, and there was a gas steal too. I didn't see that. That's great. Oh man. When you get gas stolen as a Protoss by another Protoss, that is like the ultimate betrayal. That is like the ultimate betrayal. So, actually, all in all, I like this opening for Shaftoe. You know, he had his gas stolen. He had to go Zealot. He's been forced to build lots of Zealots. He can't really A-move them, but he can macro them at home. And he certainly has enough Zealots that if they get on top of these goons, he could still defend. So, I mean, you know, it's not perfect, but I don't dislike Shaftoe's position. He didn't really press his luck too much with the aggression. But SHimmer, I would say after maybe this or the next macro cycle, SHimmer is just going to have such an advantage with these Dragoons. Like once you get up to about 6 Dragoons in this matchup versus a 2-gate Zealot opener, it starts to tilt in favor of the Dragoons. SHimmer sending another probe across the map to scout. Why not? MikTerran, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you, my friend? Shaftoe kind of making really his only play. The problem is that he needs to start building goons behind this. He has enough gateways that if he just starts pumping out goons, he can actually get them into, you know, he can actually get a little bit further along into this game. But he needs to build goons behind this. Deather, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, SHimmer is a great player. Particularly at Protoss, SHimmer is a great player. I love his Protoss. Look at this goon control. Nice micro. And nice hold as well from SHimmer. Definitely can expand safely now. Yeah, I think this is a miscalculation from Shaftoe. I definitely think we needed to switch into goons. behind that. We need to be competitive with this, because if SHimmer moves across the map, he can totally take out Shaftoe right now. And that's kind of the weird trick with opening 2-gate Zealot in PvP, is knowing when you need to switch to goons, especially if your opponent has the goon advantage. Oh gosh, the Rampy boys would win. Are you kidding me? Have you seen 12 Zealots try an A move up a ramp? And you'd only make that 9,000 times worse? Oh yeah, the Rampy boys would win that. He does. No, he has an OBS. He has an observatory, but he doesn't have an OBS coming yet. I'm guessing he's going to build his OBS after his Reaver. Or he has it out of position somewhere and I'm missing it. Yeah, I don't see it, so I think it's coming. I think it's coming shortly. So both players opting to go Reaver. And both players opting to stay on one base. But I think SHimmer is much more poised to expand here. And not a goon in sight for Shaftoe. Oh, finally we have our first goon starting. Okay. Oh, look at this. A DT drop incoming for Shaftoe. This is nuts. A DT drop versus Reaver. I mean, he has cannons. He has cannons at the front, though. Oh my gosh, his workers are about to die. Wow. Oh, that's rough. But they can't get anywhere. He has OBS. Okay, OBS is out so he can clean this up. And Shaftoe taps out again. Wow, nice catch with the OBS there. And nice job pulling the workers away. Nice game out of SHimmer. Excellent. Yeah, Shaftoe didn't GG. Happens sometime. Happens sometime. All right, excellent series out of SHimmer. 2-0 there. Yeah, it could have been ally chat. Deather, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying this, and thank you for the support. I know I do that a lot. Like when I GG, it pops up in ally chat, and I have to write it twice. So it could have also been that. All right, for the night we have our last series for the night. This is going to be ingRadic versus CrimsonJoe, a TVZ. Man, I am all over it with the stupid faces tonight. Hilarious. All right. You want to cast with me? Let me I think I have myself muted in the Discord. Okay. Can you hear me? Let me double check my... Oh, okay, I see. I don't have my... I need to change my speaker. There we go. All right. Now can you hear me?
Yes. You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, okay.
All right. Okay. All right.
Do you
everything...
want to stream in Discord or?
Oh, right, yeah. Let me
Okay.
get that going. Sorry, I'm kind of...
I took you by surprise there.
I'm kind of scatterbrained too. All right. All right, cool. So MikTerran is going to be casting the series with me. Can you
Let's
see
go.
the the screen share?
Wait, it's loading.
It says it's paused.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to get this game back up. I hope I didn't lose everybody. All right.
Yeah, you're back now, but yeah, seems like it says 0 viewer.
Yeah.
So maybe we should wait a little bit. If they want to come back, give them a chance to be back.
Cool. Okay, Nuke Bear. Awesome. So you're here. Cool. I think this is like an average viewer, so maybe this will go up. Wow, man, my stream is just... What's this green artifacting crap that's happening? That's weird. That's all right.
Oh yeah, at the bottom, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's... Hey, you know what? At this point, as long as it doesn't crash, I'll take it. Okay, I have low standards on Protoss. Whoops.
Damn. Oh, it's a 7 viewer now.
Awesome. Yay, everyone's back. You all heard me. Awesome. Yay. I love it when it works. Yeah, we have this weird green artifacting thing happening right now. We'll just go with it.
Yeah.
Shoot. I've had some weird dumb thing go wrong every stream, so yeah, I'll take artifacting. Yeah, why not? Wait, no, that's not artifacting. That's some intentional magic screen LED stuff that I've got going on. Yeah, that's my Razer Chroma you're seeing right there. All right. Oh, I want to get to the replays. There we go, cloud. All right. All right, we're on the last game of the last series of the last bracket. CrimsonJoe versus Radic, a TVZ. All right, we are now... we're now ready to start it. Okay. Thank you all so much for sticking around, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. I am sorry about the weird crashing thing. It's not normal for that to happen, but like I said, I've had something weird go wrong every stream. So yeah, why not this, right? Sure. All right.
So is it still semi-final or this is final?
This is neither. This is week
Oh.
3. Week 3.
Oh, Rig 3. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so there's during the regular season there's a whole bunch of tier 3 that's uncasted, and so I'm ready to explore a lot of it.
Nice.
And plus it's great to just highlight these teams that have been playing throughout the season.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. I'll put the team colors on. Awesome. Okay. In the top left on Deja Vu. There it is. All right. It is Radic, our blue Terran. And in the top right, it is CrimsonJoe, our red Zerg.
I know CrimsonJoe. I saw him a couple of times, but first time I'm seeing ingRadic. What about you? Do you know him or?
Is this CrimsonJoe's first season? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I saw him pretty active this season.
I know I've been seeing Radic before this season. So I think this is first CPL. I don't know about CrimsonJoe though. It's like I want to say it's his first, but I could be wrong. I can't tell if he seems familiar because I've casted so many games or because I saw him last season. But
so nice. Radic starting with a wall at his natural. That's good.
Yeah, nice. A safe play. Although it's not going to be a perfect wall off because of this little avenue that lings can run around. But you know,
Yeah.
throw a bunker back here. I mean, they can't really get much done. And of course, CrimsonJoe starting off with a hatch first.
Nice. And Radic's going to scout it first right?
Yep. Nice, beautiful first scout. Kind of fast though. This is a 13 supply first scout.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 barracks.
Yeah, I think so. He sees the. I'm not sure. Is he doing 2 racks because he sees that there's no links here and he can just do a 2 racks all in? How far did his SCV see the spawning pool? I didn't catch that.
I think he saw it. Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe this is some sort of like aggressive response. Like, oh, I don't see any lings. I'm just going to build another barracks. Sure. Or is this just is this maybe a 2 racks academy and to expand? And maybe that's why we're seeing a rack so fast.
Yeah, it seems to be like a 2 racks academy, no CC. So it's gonna hit faster than the 2 racks acad with the second CC.
Yeah, it is a 2 racks academy.
It could like take the Zerg off guard with the timing with this. Normally at this spawning location, Zerg could see the CC with the Overlord, but I don't know. I don't think he saw with his Overlord there the command center. He just turn it back before seeing it.
Do you think Zerg is going to go Muta this game?
Yes, I think. Yeah. No, there's no lair yet.
There's no lair.
Oh. think he forgot his lair, man, because he took his second gas.
But he doesn't really have this gas mining, this base mining yet either. Like he's just now starting to mine it, so.
Okay, and now CrimsonJoe made a factory and he's expanding.
Maybe he's gonna try and bust this with tanks.
Yeah.
So 2 Racks Academy expand into tank bust.
Yeah, you definitely have a good timing since the lair is so late.
I'm not, I feel like... Okay, so this is probably, so the Evo chamber, oh, double Evo.
Oh, it's crazy Zerg then.
Is this going to be a 2-hatch, a 2-base lurker? Yeah, so we got,
No.
so...
I think it's gonna be just mass sunken and like some Zergling into directly Ultralisk.
So
no
with...
Mutallica, no lurker, like
Yeah.
directly like lanes into directly Ultralisk. Let's see if he gets his Queen's Nest, like right now.
He might. He's
This
just
should be
starting the...
the Queen's Nest. This drone.
Yeah.
Click on it. This main base. Yeah.
Yeah.
This. Yeah. So yeah, it's going directly for Ultra, but I don't know, man. I feel like ingRadic can bust sunken with this siege tank.
He has siege mode done, and he just is building tank and marine. So, yeah, he totally could. All he needs is like 1, really. Oh, but look at this. We have a sneaky ninja third down here at the bottom bottom left.
Nice. I like this. But I don't know. I feel like ingRadic is going to bust now.
He could. This is... Oh, I love how he didn't put that tank any far forward. I love how it's just perfect, a perfect distance away.
No. Keep your bio there. No.
Is he killing his tank?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's a misclick. That's I hate it when I do that.
Yeah. There's no Ultralisk cavern yet.
This is a beautiful... oh, wow. No, are the Lee's actually going to... No, they're not going to. This is a beautiful bust from Radic. I don't think that he can do anything about this.
Yeah,
CrimsonJoe.
and now there's some reinforcement coming. So I like that.
And
I
3
think
more tanks.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I think it's not gonna go well for the CrimsonJoe. Oh, it's just going.
Wow. Okay. Little bit of an overextension, but
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay.
Oh, that's one siege tank. I would like to see more bio reinforcement coming from Radic. Oh damn, 5 siege thank you. That's good.
Siege tank is on the menu tonight.
Oh yeah. Okay, now you can just aim move and go.
Yeah, this is better positioning. I do feel like this angle is still pretty exploitable with Zerg, but overall this is good positioning. And now the Sunkens are down, so now the bio can move in.
Yeah. There's 4 ultras coming, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
There's just too many tanks out right now. I mean... Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll... Yeah, there's one down. Second down.
Man.
Yeah.
Ultra not so fast, man.
There's just too many ultras out. I'm sorry, too many tanks out.
Yeah. Man, that was a good.
That was
that
was beautiful.
Yeah, I guess ingRadic watched some replay of CrimsonJoe and like he did a perfect build for counter like this kind of like sunken into ultra build.
Either that or he has really good Radic has good another option could be is that Radic has really good skill at scouting and reacting to the scouting, like changing his plan based on what he scouts.
Yeah. Yeah, he made this factory so fast, man, that game. That was good.
Yeah, and I like that he kind of delayed the CC and went for that 2 Racks Academy instead. I think it worked this game. I also love just watching tanks bust Sunkens is just nice.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so next game's coming up. Last game of the night.
Oh, Eclipse.
Z-Clips.
Well, I like to call it Eclipse.
Good. I like the split here. This is good split from Radic. This is decent split as well from CrimsonJoe.
Good, good.
I think I think Zerg is the one that has the most like that. Its command building is like the best shaped for resource collection in that it's the most optimally shaped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the hatchery is the most, the nexus is the second most, and the command center is the least most optimized.
You know what? I'm not surprised with that. Terran always have the worst thing, man. Oh, nice depot placement.
Yep. Looks like going for a... Oh, is this... Did he go for a wall last game?
No, he just made 1 racks and 1 depot.
No, that's right. Yeah, but he did try and make a racks at a depot at a narrow choke, so he is doing the same early game protocol that we saw last game.
Yeah.
And of course, CrimsonJoe doing
I think he messed up the racks placement, but it's okay. You can lift the racks and replace it after.
Yeah. Ooh, I like putting the SCV here though. So we have a hatch first and a no pool. Hatch first and
Yes.
An extractor. Are we gonna see a 3-hatch before pool out of CrimsonJoe?
I don't know. No, I took his pool now.
Oh, okay. Maybe you just forgot to start it.
But I don't know what that's mean when they get gas before the pool. I'm not Zerg player, but I know sometimes they do this, but I don't know the reason behind this.
Well, he is gonna have more gas before lanes. So I don't know. Maybe this is just he's doing some sort of a really greedy gas early game. Not sure
Maybe they
what.
can go link speed and layer at the same time or something.
Maybe. Oh, that would be good. So get a fast, layer and
Layer
then
and link speed.
link speed.
He has the gas for it. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe a spire. That would be a really nice fast spire too. Build pool, then layer, then spire. That would be.
Oh, second gas even.
Yeah.
Right now.
Why did he send his overlord across here? I guess to detect a proxy. I don't know. That's on this map. That's such a strange placement. It's such a strange way to send your overlord. I feel like.
Yeah. So I think Radic doing the same build with the fast factory before the CC. Oh, it's too fat. Okay.
So it looks
it's-
like, is he
it's
doing like a Goliath build maybe?
Yeah, like Goliath Marine. Because he's still making Marine behind like Marine and 2 factory Goliath seems like.
That's different. So it looks like I think CrimsonJoe is gonna go really fast lurker, and that's maybe what the gas was for. Was to really just be able to build a lot of lurkers quickly, and also
Yeah.
upgrades and stuff. Oh shit! I'm all over the place with my mouse tonight.
Oh, he built this depot. He could have just lift his racks and build a depot in between the racks and the first depot. But it's okay.
So he can build 2 tanks out of this, and he can
Okay.
also switch into Goliaths. That's pretty crazy. I like this.
Yeah. Did he have a scanner? I saw the academy. Or maybe he scanned the Hydra then he went for tank.
I haven't heard a scan go off.
Yeah, same. So I'm not sure.
But Zerg, CrimsonJoe is on the way, building lots of lurkers and lots of hydras. Still has a ton of gas. I'm not sure why we got the gas so quickly, because we've always just had too much gas the whole game unspent.
Yeah, I know. And now he's going for Hydra upgrade. So it seems like he's going to do a Hydra lurker.
Yeah, I have to say I do like seeing lurkers in this tier. I like seeing lurkers more in this matchup.
Yeah.
I'm a huge supporter of lurkers at low tier.
Yeah, man, I agree. Especially when they go bio, like it's hard, man, to face lurker with only bio. Oh, vulture speed, mines. That's good. Oh, and now he's making like Goliath and Stim behind it.
So he's got, what, 1 tank? See, he built like maybe 1, maybe 2 tanks. I don't know if there's another one scattered somewhere, but I like the mine. I love when Terrans put mines out like this.
Oh yeah, man, that's so good.
You know, always a good idea to just, you know, keep the opponent attack path kind of occupied a little bit. But whoa, oh my gosh. Oh, there's overlords around. That's why they were able to snipe it. Oh. Dude, those are strong.
It's hard to clear mines with lurker, man. I feel like it's not the best unit for clear mines.
Oh, that's crazy. No, look at that. So the mine does 125 damage. The lurker has 1 armor and 125 life.
Oh,
So 1
yeah.
mine hit isn't going to do it.
Yeah. I don't knew that.
That I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool.
Oh, so the lurker and minks are on the way.
Yep. There is a tank at home, and there are Goliaths,
Yeah, and we have scan.
and he's making more tanks. I don't know how well this is going to work. Oh wow! Ooh,
Oh, the lurker, man.
That was-
Spider mine.
man! Between the tanks and the spider mines, they just walked right into it.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a lot left. They put all CrimsonJoe put all of his eggs into that basket. Now look at this. These are just gonna rally to their deaths, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Terran is pretty much set to contain the Zerg.
Scan, scan, scan. Oh man. Radic playing well, man. I have to admit. He is very good, man. Then he just crushed every Zerg unit, man. I like the what you choose to do, like build a little bit of every terrain unit, like vulture, mines, marine, tank, Goliath, medic. You cover pretty much everything, man.
I think this is another game where I feel like, you know, unfortunately we lost the whole point of our build to the Terran army because we ran right into it, and the Terran smelled blood in the water and pounced. Because we saw that happen with a TVP as well, where just the Protoss lost all their goons and the Terran went right over to the other side of the map. I feel like once those lurkers all died, the whole point of this build and this game plan was just shot. Unfortunately, you know, and I make that I point that out because they do say this is more of a defensive game, and like you can really throw you can really throw the game hard if you attack and it fails.
Yeah.
Look at the tank spread. This is beautiful.
Yeah, man. Crimson, I mean, Radic playing very well. I think this guy should be tier 2 next season.
I hope so.
Well, there's not a lot of value now for the siege tank. If Crimson has more Zergling, like not only 2 but a bunch of Zergling at the same time.
Yeah, I could see like Radic and who I forget the other Terran that I casted earlier that looked really good, and Fire Hex. These are 3 Terrans I could all see making tier 2 next season.
Yeah.
So excellent game out of Radic. I really like the I want to go back to the game screen here. I really like this tank spread, and I liked the patience and the methodical of how methodical he was in this response.
Oh yeah.
Very different than last game where he was very just like aggressive and on top of the Zerg the whole game. You know, so very good game. And GG's.
Yeah, GG.
All right, well done.
Radic, I'm pretty sure Radic watched some Crimson replay and he came there very prepared and he was ready to counter what CrimsonJoe like to do in ZVT.
Right? Yeah. That could be, especially, you know, there are some players who don't make their replays like available, and there are some players who do. So, you know, I think that all depends on how comfortable you are with your abilities. I'm okay making mine available because I'm the kind of person where, like, I don't really care if you know what I'm doing because I want to be scary enough that you know what I'm doing and I can still beat you.
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah.
not everyone's like that. Not everyone's that comfortable. And so and I can see an argument made either way. This is like, I think, you know, if you're a little bit more cautious about sharing your replays and you don't think you're there mechanically yet, I can see this series being an excellent example of, if that did happen, why you might not want to make your reps available. You know, it's really a personal preference kind of thing, and I think both viewpoints are valid. But again, that's speculation. Maybe Radic saw some replays. Maybe again he's just really good at responding.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, thank you all for tuning in. My apologies for the hiccup in the cast. Thank you for co-casting with me today, MikTerran.
No problem. Sorry if I made your stream crash, man. Maybe it's a little bit of my fault.
Oh, I don't think it was you. I think I just have too many background processes and yeah, I think it was that more. Because it's not unusual. It's very unusual for me for my stream to crash when I'm casting Brood War and running Discord. My computer can usually do it, so this is kind of weird. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm chalking it up to just that's tonight's glitch. That's the glitch for tonight. So, anyway, so thank you all for tuning in, and we'll be back with some more Tier 3. I hope next weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna do a double feature next weekend. I might just do a single feature, but we'll be back with more Tier 3. So, thank you all. Have a good one.
See you later, guys. Goodbye.
And thank you all for stopping by and for supporting CPL. All right. Have a good night.